Hi, I'm Alane Freund. I'm an international consultant on high sensitivity and a licensed marriage and family therapist in Northern California. Recently, I was in a webinar, a virtual lunch with leading edge seminars, and somebody asked me a question about my comment that mindfulness is a great way of life for highly sensitive people, and sometimes it's not the best meditation style. Here's what I think about meditation if you're highly sensitive. You're already a deep processor. You think so much about the world around you. Your thoughts are often overwhelming. I know how many times have I thought that I wish I could just turn off that dadgum brain of mine. It's highly reactive and it's deep processing all the time. And that can be exhausting. So one of the ways to help me manage my very reactive and active brain is to live my life mindfully, to do what my horses do, to be where my feet are. When I take a drink of water, I pay attention. When I walk through a doorway, I notice that I'm changing and going through the threshold. When I live my life mindfully and take the lessons that I learned from my equine colleagues, as I call them, then my brain is more settled and focused. So that's what I mean by living mindfully, being here now, being where my feet are. For meditation, I like to have something a little more structured, and I do transcendental meditation and have been through the training. And one of the things I love about the training for TM is that you are taught, you use a mantra when you meditate, and I really recommend having a mantra or something to focus on besides your thoughts. So no more self-punishing, self-criticizing. I love when Pema Chodron says, "Oh, sweetie, you're thinking again," and let it be okay. But in TM, we say that the thoughts mean that we're releasing stress. So when I'm meditating and I find myself thinking, I'm like, cool, there goes some of that stress right on out of my brain. I love it. So, and then I return to the mantra when I remember. And sometimes in a 20-minute session, I say the mantra many, many, many times. And sometimes I say it twice because I'm thinking the whole time. And it's all okay. It's all good. The other way that I use mantra is sometimes I use the serenity prayer or the serenity creed. You know, it's grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is an especially good mantra for me when I'm feeling my empathy is kind of overengaged to the point that I've become codependent, or I'm really obsessing about all the things out there that I can't change. So I love that as a mantra. You could do lots of different things. I think also for highly sensitive people, guided meditation and guided breath work is very, very helpful because it gives you a place to focus. Sometimes we just have to stop the deep processing, take a breath, and relax. And a little help goes a long ways. So live your life mindfully. Be in the present wherever you are and allow that to help you stop your ruminating. And then when you meditate, have something that's structured and be so forgiving and kind to yourself, highly sensitive people. In doing that, you will be able to maintain a more optimal level of arousal. You can't imagine how much meditation will help. One of my favorite meditations I learned from a therapist probably about, 20 years ago is this. I walk out to a tree, and you can see I live in Northern California. I have a lot of huge, beautiful trees. And I put my hand on a tree, and I feel my feet on the ground. I feel my hand on the tree. I just allow myself to be. And you know how long I stay like that? Eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. I just focus on the feeling of my hand on the tree, my feet on the ground. Maybe I feel the energy from the earth coming up into my feet, through my hand and into the tree and down through the tree's roots. 60 seconds and you'll feel like a new person. That's meditation as well. I remember a story from Pema Chodron, one of my spiritual teachers, talking about just noticing a leaf, the color of the leaf, or a leaf falling and being focused on that. And that in that moment is mindfulness and meditation. So it can look like lots of different things as long as we accept and forgive ourselves for not being perfect. In HSPs, I know that can be hard, but you can do it. I trust that you can, and I know that you know what's right for you. So trust your instincts and your empathy and put your oxygen mask on first. Be very, very, very careful with your gift of sensitivity.